Okay, let me throw you this curveball.
All right.
I want to see what you think. I want to see what you think about this. Throw you a curveball. All right, you get to 25, and all of a sudden there's one of those quarterbacks that the Giants or the Browns or somebody wants to trade up. You trade out of the first round. You go down to 34 or 35. And now you're staring at those running backs.
Oh, you know me. You know me.
Okay. Travion Henderson is staring you right in the face. Caleb Johnson potentially. Hampton's already gone. He's already been gone. Broncos took him at 20. It's over. So you got Travion Henderson, Caleb Johnson at roughly the top of the second round. A running back. Yeah. Is it the same kind of feeling for you guys that it's about Henderson and it's about Caleb Johnson versus I'm drafting a running back? Would you do it? Cody, would you do Henderson or and I know it's tough because you don't know exactly who else is on the board at that point. But would you trade down, get extra picks, and then go ahead? Because and I bring up those two because those two, that's about the range where they would go. Henderson and Caleb Johnson, like 35 to 40. Would you do it, Cody?
Yeah, I'm trading back, and I'm taking Travion Henderson, and I'm calling it a day, and that's my perfect complement with Joe Mixon. And I got a home run hitter, and Mixon does some of the dirty work. And then when Joe Mixon moves on, I just find somebody to replace Joe's skill set, and Travion Henderson continues to be the home run hitter. I probably like his teammate at Ohio State, Judkins, more than the Iowa kid, Johnson. So I know Landry likes Judkins a lot too.
Oh yeah, I think you got to get one of these premium backs, and I wouldn't mind getting two with pairing them with Smith or Blue on day 3, depending on what happens there. But yeah, I absolutely think, and I've started to kind of become kind of a Judkins fan, and there's just a lot of things that I feel like media scouts are treating him like he's never been that dude. Like it's almost like he's getting talked about as if, hey, this guy is a committee guy at Ohio State. Well, he just happened to be first team SEC the 2 previous years at Ole Miss. He happened to do pretty well, and then he did a really good job at Ohio State. And he also tested pretty well. I didn't expect that he was gonna. If you would have told me someone's not going to help their cause, I would have wondered if it was him. But I'm a Judkins guy, and the other thing is he's smart as hell. Mom's a lawyer. Yale was on his final list of colleges. Like he's. I hate to say this, but it's back because I heard old D'Amico say it the other day. He's tough, smart, dependable. He is a tough, smart, dependable back.
That's your guy. Tough, smart, dependable. Here's it's funny. I you know me. I studied Jenkins all summer, and I thought he was at that time. I thought he was probably going to be. He and Genty were probably going to be the 2 best in this class. I think I did my nifty 50. I had both of them in there. I think I had Genty 1. I think I had Ollie Gordon in there, and then Ollie just turned to you know what? I don't know what happened to him. But the reason I bring up Henderson is it wasn't really until I saw Judkins in the same game, in the same backfield with Henderson, that I realized, oh, damn, if I like Judkins, then – and I've always thought Travion Henderson was totally underrated. Like I would see kind of the media scouts, as you call them, Landry. None of them have mentioned Henderson for a long, long time. I'm like, man, I know my eyes aren't great, but they work well enough to tell me that dude is a home run hitter. Holy crap. He's big time. And it was when I saw him with Judkins, and the reason I like Henderson over Judkins is Henderson's got home run ability. He's a smoother runner. I think Judkins is real tight in the hips, so I think he's going to be limited on things he can do, but he's so hard to tackle. He's a big dude, too. He's 6 foot 210, and he is all of 210. So he's got plenty of speed, and he catches the ball in the backfield. So I don't think you go wrong with either of the Ohio State running backs, to be honest. But again, going back to Travion Henderson, I was doing my scouting report on Travion, and I put his name, in because I was looking for stories, and it popped up his Twitter page. And I went to his Twitter page, and the word Jesus is mentioned on his Twitter bio and page like a dozen times. And I was like, and then there's a video of him at the combine. They asked him about that screen right before half. And he talked about how he had gotten hit late on a play. He got really mad. He hit a guy on the sideline from Texas. And he said, I went over to the sidelines. I asked for forgiveness. I said a little prayer, and I went back in the game, and I caught a screen that turned the game around. I was like, I could see that guy being in Houston. I could absolutely see him for a number of reasons, that being one of them. Because I think faith is a really big thing for this organization and for this football team. And I think it's even more so with the people they brought in the building lately. So you give me Henderson or Judkins.
Handed out Bibles at Ohio State, at a midnight thing. So that's kind of the same vibe too.